realized that the challenge from Islamism was mounting and becoming more and more bold and promiscuous and being mounted much more in the streets and squares of our own societies. V-Day, the fatwa promulgated in London and Paris and New York against Salman Rushdie. And it's nice to be in a room for once where people don't mind using the word war, even if elegantly shaded and nuanced, as by Bill, because where most of the time I have to spend my life is in places where people have been war-weary since the late afternoon of Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. Now, what I don't think anyone has quite conveyed, I'm going to have a shot at it. Look, if you've been in Sarajevo, as I've been, if you've been in the scene of something of the Kuwait War and the war in northern Iraq and Kurdistan and so forth, I had done some of that by then. The fact that it happens in America, I think it's narcissistic to stress. That kind of thing happens in a war, has to be expected. If you're in a war, you're going to lose a building and a plane and maybe a small town and a schoolroom. You should reckon about once every week. Get ready for it. That wasn't the shock to me. The shock to me was this. The president went missing for a whole day and crept back to Washington and made a craven speech written by Karen Hughes that he should have retracted by now. We were betrayed by our intelligence agencies, the CIA and the FBI, who hadn't bothered to realize that incubated in our own society was the deadliest of enemies. A gigantic betrayal on a historic and colossal scale, accompanied by the most appalling impotence.